Welcome traders, Patrick from Trading123.net. In this video, we're trading here on June 13th, 2023, a Tuesday, and more action in the market than a Monday. Here on the ES, we're trading two contracts. It's just been moving kind of sluggish. So we took a contract off, still going for a $600 goal. And we waited a few minutes after the open, and it looked like the market was going to go higher, so we started the bot, and it got long here and made a couple trades, and next thing we know, we're up $412, and the ES is, kind of sluggish, and it started to slow down, and so we just took our profits. Like this long here, it didn't have any follow through, and tomorrow's Fed meeting, so you got to take that in consideration. There's not going to be much participation, and what that means is not much volume. So we took our profits. Here's the trade performance, 412. Did have a couple losses there, and the overall performance on our first trade of ES. So a good way to start the day. And let's look at the next trade. We jump into the NQ and we leave the ES alone, and we didn't trade the CL because the range was just too tight and it wasn't moving. So when something's moving, you can't trade it. Can't force trades. So we jump into the NQ, which is always active, and let's look at the trade on that. So here's our trade on the NQ. We waited about 10-15 minutes after the open, and we get into some chop here. It didn't know what direction to go, and then finally the bottom falls out. Then it gets into some more sideways action, and it's only taking shorts because the trend is down, and another short here. Probably would have hit our goal if our trail stop didn't get taken out. And then back over here, a couple more shorts, and we finally hit our $654 goal on 3 contracts. So good trade, in the money. And here's the strategy performance with the commission. There wasn't a lot of trades, and I think with the Fed meeting on Wednesday, that probably had something to do with the market direction and the choppiness. But overall, a winning trade. We'll take it and bank it and move on to the next one. And we sent out the market a few minutes after the last trade. And let me get this dialed in so you can see the whole screen. There, now you can see the times and the price. So we waited a couple minutes and started it right over here. And it didn't take a trade till right here, where it peaked at a high and started a new downtrend. So we have a little patience, let the software take over. It's riding the downtrend here. We caught 90% of that move, and our stop loss takes us out. Then it gets short again. It really went nowhere, and then because the trend was down, it didn't take this long. And it took the short, and this was a trade that lasted roughly about 3 minutes. And we got 642 profit on this, our third trade. So here's the strategy performance, 642. Commission 37. So another winner with the strategy, and some of the chop has to do with no participation in the Fed meeting on Wednesday. But overall, we hit our profit, so that's all that counts. And let's move on to the next one. So this is our third NQ trade. We got one more after this one. And we waited a while after that last trade and see if the volume was going to pick up. And then we started the AutoTrader about 10:15, and market was in an uptrend. It took this long, and another long here, and then a short, and then chop zone. Basically, market didn't know which direction to go, and we wanted to hit our profit goals, so we shut the trend filter off, so it took the trades in both directions. Should have left it on and would have just took the downtrends, I guess, but it was kind of going sideways here into the 10:30 time frame. But overall, we hit our goal. That's what counts. Didn't take long to hit it, about 5 minutes. And then here's the strategy performance for the trade. 609 profit. We did have a couple losses there, commission, and overall we hit our goal, the 609. So it all adds up at the end of the day. And the last trade was a zoomer. You know, the market was slowly inching its way down, and then it, come after 10:30, it snaps back. And this whole trade again lasted about 3 minutes, from 10:32 to 10:35, and off to the races it went, hitting our three targets, and we get 689 profit for a great trade to wrap up the day. And those are usually the trades that you want all day long, but as you see, that doesn't happen that way. And here's the strategy performance. 689 profit, commission 25, as it only made like 2 trades, and all the rest of the numbers there. So compared to yesterday, Mondays are usually slower days. Today was a faster day, bigger range, even though the Fed meeting's coming up. And yesterday we were going for $500 profit targets. Today we raised them up to our normal like 640. And we hit all our $600 trades. So that's, you got to know the days of the week when the market is slower, and then the days of the week when the market is faster to raise your profits. So after this trade, we had 4 winners on the NQ for $600, so that's $2,400. So there's no really need to keep trading. So we were done with the NQ, and we seen the ES here peak at a high just after 11. And usually what happens right after 11:30 on a Fed day, the market will peak at its high and then start the downtrend for the rest of the day. So that's a trading tip 101. But it could go both ways. Sometimes there's a news leak and they know something about the Fed meeting, and then the market, takes off after 11:30. So it can go both ways, but we caught the ES here for a nice quick trade on the 2 contracts. Take it, bank it, and we're done trading for the day, 11:30, and we'll come back and do it again tomorrow, just like we did on Monday. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel here. This video was a little long as we covered 6 trades.